welcome students to MD's English Grammar channel on YouTube. In this channel, you will find grammar explained with easy and non-grammatical technique, and also for class 10 CBSE and non-CBSE English and social science. Here in this short video, I will explain one important poem in CBSE class 10, which is in the syllabus, Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. These two are short poems with deep meanings. As you can see the explanation of this poem, it is a short explanation. Fire and Ice is a poem that explores the idea of desire and hatred, and how they can lead to the destruction of humanity. And students, you can see how real it is. As you can see, wars are going around the world between Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, and other parts. And all these are the result of hatred and desire, that is greed. So you can know how realistic the ideas of the poem are. And some even suppose that Robert Frost wrote this poem after the world wars, and this poem has impact of world wars. The poem presents two contrasting images: fire, which symbolizes passion, desire, and creativity. To keep in mind, students, fire is a symbol of passion, desire, and creativity, and ice, which represents hatred, coldness, and destruction. Poem structure. The poem consists of 9 lines divided into 3 stanzas. The rhyme scheme is unique, with each stanza having different rhyme scheme. Now, poem analysis in short. Stanza 1. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. The poem begins by presenting two opposing views of how the world will end. The first line suggests that some people believe the world will end in fiery apocalypse. Apocalypse is day of destruction, doomsday, symbolizing the destructive power of passion and desire. The second line presents alternative view where the world will end in ice, representing the cold, dark, and destructive power of hatred. So students, some feel that the world will end in fire because of greed and desire, and some opine that it will end in ice, that is because of cold feeling towards each other and hatred, which is rampant in this world, present world. Then second stanza. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. In this stanza, the speaker reflects on their own experiences with desire and passion. Here poet speaks about his own desire and passion, about his own experience about this. They suggest that desire can be powerful and all-consuming force, but it is also creative and transformative one. Desire has two effects, one positive and one negative. It has destructive effect when desire becomes greed, and it becomes constructive or creative effect when it empowers or inspires man to create something good. The speaker aligns themselves with those who believe in the world end in fire. The poet is in the group who believes in fire will end the world one day, implying that value and passion and energy of desire over the coldness and darkness of hatred. So the cause of choosing fire, which is a symbol of desire, greed and creativity, by choosing this over ice, the poet stresses that, emphasizes that he supports that world will end, or in his own way world should end with creativity and greed. Then you have stanza 3. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. In this stanza, the speaker considers the possibility of the world might end twice, once in fire and once in ice. They reflect on their own experiences with hatred and suggest that ice or hatred is also powerful and destructive force. The speaker concludes that if the world were to end twice, ice would be a sufficient cause of destruction, implying that hatred and coldness can be just as destructive as passion and desire. In this stanza, the poet explores another. He opines that if world has to end twice, that is 2 times, then ice will also be another cause, because ice is the symbol of coldness and hatred. So similarly, like fire, ice is also a powerful destructive force. Now the themes. Duality of human nature, that is, two human nature. The poem explores the dual nature of humanity, highlighting the contrasting forces of desire and hatred. Desire and hatred are two constructive forces. Number 2, destruction and apocalypse. The poem considers the possibility of the world ending in either fire or ice, symbolizing destructive power of human emotions. Passion versus hatred. The poem presents contrast between the creative transformative power of passion and destructive and cold power of hatred. Now, symbolism. Fire symbolizes passion, desire, creativity and transformation. Ice represents hatred, coldness, darkness and destruction. And now, poetic devices. Number 1, imagery. Frost uses vivid imagery to describe the contrasting forces of fire and ice. Here, fire and ice are two images or imagery, and they are expressing two contrasting ideas. Metaphor. The poet uses metaphors to compare the world's destruction to fire and ice. Number 3, alliteration. Frost employs alliteration in the poem such as fire and favor to create musical quality. And in conclusion, Fire and Ice is thought-provoking poem that explores the dual nature of human and the destructive power of human emotions. Though its use of symbolism, imagery and poetic devices, the poem presents a nuanced and complex exploration of the human condition. So, students, I hope you have understood the poem. The poem has been thoroughly discussed. If you read it again, it will be clear. Thank you. Please follow and subscribe in this channel.